people get started, I wanted to ask you about Jonathan Toews, his last game tonight. From afar, what are your lasting impressions about him and his legacy here?
Great pro, great person, a guy that comes into the league, and when I look at him, he knows how to win and knows what it takes to win. Never had the opportunity to coach him, but just heard so many great things about him, and I don't think he's done. I don't think he's built that way. But from afar, someone I'd like to have my young guys emulate as far as how he's handled himself right when he came into the league. So there aren't many words anymore. I just don't know what to say. I just think he is a great role model on what it is to be a professional hockey player. Okay.
Starting goalie for today.
Sandy.
And then any other changes to the lineup?
Same lineup. Yeah, same lineup.
So Sealer's still out?
No, Seals is in. Yeah, so Seals will be in. What was our last lineup? What did I have?
Well, Adam was up, so
Yeah, so Seals is in and takes Jennings' spot.
Okay.
Other than that, same forwards.
Okay.
Going into the final game, do you give the guys a message? Is there anything specific that you want to see to finish the season?
Just keep playing.
We talked a little bit to Owen Tippett just now. We talked to Rocky Thompson after the game about him. Said that he's not only creating chances for himself and finishing on those chances, but he's also seen him come a long way in creating opportunities for his teammates. What do you feel like has been at the root of that this season?
He's just improved. He to me, it's a mental state of confidence. I've said it to you guys many times for the past few weeks. He knows he's a good player, and that's a bridge that's hard to cross sometimes for a player. He's crossed that. He knows he's a good player.
In your emphasis on the youth this season, several of them have hit milestones, had career years. How important has this last stretch been just to send them into the offseason for what you're building?
Some guys should feel really good about it. Some guys, I have question marks. I have where I felt better about some guys. I don't know how to put it to you. In the last little part here, and understanding it's a little bit of garbage time, that we're not playing for anything, it gave me more questions on some people. So some other people took off. It's given me pause to have questions on a few other guys.
So in some cases, are those questions now good, where maybe you thought you knew what they were and they've proven they might be something different?
Yeah, it's just constantly being the best you can be. And I've seen that through a lot of guys, but where I didn't think I'd have question marks, some people I do have question marks. It's just part of it's just how I feel about it today, and that could change after camp. I don't know, but it's a constant evaluation for me and the players.
How eager is Darryl Williams to get behind the bench and be the head coach?
Yeah, it's fantastic for him. A guy behind the scenes that just has worked hard. From when I had him in Vancouver as a video coach to what he is now as a coach, it's fun for just watching players grow. It's fun for me watching coaches grow. In where I'm one of the older coaches in the league now, and watching the young coaches grow and what people become. Darryl Williams, it's a great story because he stayed with it, out of the league, fired, grinded away in the ECHL, kept staying relevant. That's what I love about him. He stays on top of the game and is always trying to learn. So he's very exciting.
I know you told us that it gets on you not being down there, like having to watch from afar, but I guess how is that balanced out by getting to see the guys coach so far and like the appreciation they have and how enthusiastic?
Giving them the opportunity and how excited they want it and going about it far outweighs anything. And you don't want to be in these situations when it's when the season's over as early as it was for us. But what we tried to do is try to find different ways to improve. and we're always asking the players to improve. We as coaches have to keep improving. I think this gave them an opportunity to see what they feel about the situation when they're in a different spot. So just trying to figure out ways in times when we're not going to be doing anything at the end of the regular season, just to try to improve as an organization.
I know Owen was saying something unique about the end of the season is no team is ever the same when it comes back. There are always some changes. So they're really relishing the moment. I know you've not had, that's one thing you've not had problems with, is the way the locker rooms responded. How much do you think they need to relish what they have as this group?
Yeah, I think they can hang their hat on quite a bit, even though the record doesn't, come through for us. But we knew it was going to be a year of building. We knew it was going to be a year of evaluation. I haven't had many evenings, and I can't even go past my first hand about worrying them being ready to play. Have we made mistakes and played lousy games? But it's never been through lack of effort, so they should feel good about that. That was the number one thing we stressed as far as when we embarked on this year, is that we always want to be ready to play hard. And I think we've done that consistently. They should feel good about that.
Justin Braun is one of the players that is sitting on a milestone, 199 points.
Lots too.
Yep.
Lots is 199, yeah.
Lots of upcoming milestone, but specifically for Braun, when you were coming into this locker room, how much did you know about him, and what has he meant to the team this season?
Watched him play. I can't think of any other word, and it's not a criticism. He's ugly. He a trier, a great pro, a great teammate. How he's handled himself throughout his career. It's another guy, as we talked about Toews, it's another guy I think some guys can look at. So we're dying for him to get that 200th point. He's going to play on the power play. We're going to do everything we possibly can to get him a point. His family's here. I think probably 14 or 15 people. They'll be down in the room prior to the game. It's and that's what you can tell the guys are really excited for him. I'm sure it's a little bittersweet. I'm not sure how he feels. It's kind of the end, but it'll be fun for him.
Is Rocky drawn up some plays for him?
Rocky has all plays. Rocky always has plays.
Okay.